Alan here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. All sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. I'm coming to Cave City today, noon to 2. More on that in just a second. Well, here we go. We're dry again. We're warm. We're humid. There's plenty of moisture to work with now in the atmosphere. We just need something to trigger it. Yesterday, nothing really popped up around here. There were a few renegade showers south of us into Tennessee, but here in southern Kentucky, just nothing to even sneeze at. And there's some sneezing going on because there's stuff in the air, so there's that. And we're going to have the haze and the smoke from Canadian wildfires back into our skies again today. You'll notice it maybe even this morning because we have a dry cold front that is slipping through the area north to south. It is going to ease off the humidity levels just a little bit today, but that fronts normally bring us rain today. No, it's not gonna trigger much of anything at all. Here's a look at the satellite view this morning. We see that front just north of us now. It's up around the Louisville area and starting to sag southward. You can see some increasing clouds back to our west. Those are clouds associated with some active weather already going on this morning west of us into parts of Arkansas, like yesterday. Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. Yeah, they just get pounded day after day after day with rain and strong storms. And yesterday, tornadoes, even more tornadoes. So it's been crazy weather south of us. We're just kind of in between the system to the south and another system to the north, and there's just not much going on for us. Everything is blocked up and not helping as far as much needed rainfall. So we will just continue to be pretty much like we are right now. Yesterday's high was 89. We almost made 90. 87 is the average high. So we bested that average high by 2 degrees. Today, maybe mid to upper 80s. Somebody could hit 90. But as far as rain chances, they're not there. And even the rain chances that we had in for Father's Day weekend, still there, but they've been pushed a little bit later now. So maybe a little good news for somebody who's wanting to do something outdoors on Father's Day, Sunday, because it looks like the rain is going to be lagging behind even more. More on that in just a second. Here's a look at the Kentucky mesonet temperatures from reporting stations at 4:45 a.m. as I record the podcast. Everybody's in the 60s this morning. The one exception down near the Cumberland River, 59. But we might as well call it 60. But everybody else is well into the 60s this morning, even close to 70 now in Morgan Field, not Morgantown, Morgan Field. That's in Union County, right on the Ohio River in western Kentucky. They're almost 70 at this hour. And the muggy air is still there, but I do think that front, once it drops through this morning, it is actually going to bring down the dew points slightly today, so it may not feel quite as muggy later on today as it did yesterday. Here's a look at the 10-day blender. And as you can see, we're going to be right on average and even a little bit above average for temperatures as we go through the weekend and even into next week. So we're going mid to upper 80s today, mid 80s tomorrow. Then the rains come in late Sunday now. Instead of Sunday morning, it's going to be Sunday afternoon and evening. And the better chance of rain now Sunday night into Monday. And there you see Monday's high in the mid 80s. And same goes for Tuesday with some leftover showers. We're looking at kind of an unsettled week ahead of us as temperatures will stay right about average, which is 86, 87 degrees. But we do see some 90s beginning to pop up next weekend. The final weekend of June already. It's going to be July before you know it. Wow. Quickly, quickly, quickly. All right, here's a look at the model map for this morning. Where is it? There it is. Ba, ba, ba. All right, we got it. Low pressure system. You know, it's just this is that same old low pressure system that just doesn't want to leave, but it is weakening because it was more into the 990 millibar range. Now it's in the 1000 millibar range, which means it's weakening. The higher the number here, the weaker that it gets on low pressure. But when high pressure gets a higher number, it's stronger because these are polar opposites. Okay, so therefore you have to go positive, negative. So the negative weather is staying up here. This is the system to the north, and then you've got all of this down south. Really, I should draw that arrow like this because you have this incoming flow off of the Atlantic and out of the Gulf of Mexico, overrunning systems, and you just have a logjam of never ending, it seems, severe weather, heavy rains, tornadoes. All of that's going to continue down south of us today. So we're not going to feel any of that or see any of that. Here we go into the afternoon. There may be some pop up showers in the higher elevations of the Cumberland Plateau in eastern Tennessee, and then more severe weather, as you can see, down south and west of us. But again, because of the flow, we're not going to get any of that. It's going to stay south of us, and therefore today will be dry. No shower activity in the forecast. High pressure still in control. Here we go into Saturday. Same thing, different day, and no change. Now, here we go getting into Sunday or Saturday night into Sunday, and we can see the system approaching from our west and starting to see a little more action here, more into the middle Mississippi Valley instead of the southern Mississippi Valley and the Gulf Coast. This will be the system that comes in first with a warm front and then with a cold front, and then the thing just kind of sits here. And I'll show you that on the maps here as we go through the next 7 days. It's going to be a pattern that's very unsettled, and there will be daily chances of rain that will come through the area and hopefully bring down our rainfall deficit and kind of get us out of this dry, parched pattern that we've been in of late. Here's the dry cold front coming through Kentucky this morning and settling in south of us this evening. But as you see, it's not going to produce any shower activity for us today. All the energy sucked down south where they don't need it. They don't need any more rain. They don't need any more severe weather, but they're going to get it again today. So it's like a multi-day outbreak of severe weather, more tornadoes, parts of Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, maybe even Alabama. Here we go into this evening, then Saturday morning, the front sagged south. Now, all of this, the Gulf moisture, Atlantic feed, and then what's coming through the Central Plains, all of this is going to get all log jammed together and just set the stage for continual rain and thunderstorms for the Central Plains, southern Mississippi Valley, uh, parts of the deep south, and eventually that is going to come our way very slowly. That's why we've now pushed most of the rain past Father's Day or late Father's Day night, Sunday night, instead of early Sunday. So now today and tomorrow, Saturday look rain free, and even now, most of Sunday, Father's Day, looks rain free until we get into Sunday night. Let's get there on the map. This is Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, and now we go into Sunday. Yeah, that's when we start to see Western Kentucky getting some showers Sunday morning, but by Sunday afternoon and evening, that's all going to come this way as that frontal boundary becomes more of a warm front. being lifted by this area of low pressure, which is going to come right over the Missouri Boot Hill and into western Kentucky. That's when our rain chances really start to ramp up. So we're looking at Sunday night, Monday being the prime time now for the more beneficial rainfall. So it's been delayed even a little bit more than what we talked about yesterday, but it's coming. And then it's just going to kind of settle in here. The front stalls, the low pressure system comes right across the Kentucky Tennessee border into Tuesday and into Wednesday. We get more trophy and kind of wet, damp weather as we get into Wednesday. And here's Thursday. That trough is still there, that straw. And we're just going to continue with chances of rain, even though it's not painted in on the map. It will still be there even then. So I'm going to leave in daily chances. And at some point, it's only 20 to 30% that there would be a chance of a shower. And again, that would be more of the garden variety afternoon showers after Wednesday. All right, one more thing. And you know what I'm going to say because I've got my red Sam shirt on today. Cave City weather radios today, noon to 2. I'll be in Cave City, Ace Hardware Marketplace, to sell and program NOAA weather radios for $38.99 each. The weather radio that you see right there in the graphic. We've got a stock of them. Ace is going to provide the batteries, and I'll program it for you. So if you live in Barron County, I'll cover you. If you live in Edmonson County, got you covered. Whatever county, I can program into that radio, and that radio will only sound an alarm for the county that you live in or the counties that you tell me to program into that radio. So come see me today. We'll also have some, probably some Holiday World tickets and Beach Bend tickets and things like that to give away as well. So come out and see me today and get a weather radio and be weather ready for the next time we have severe weather. And you know, there will be a next time. And don't forget, Ace is the place, the helpful place with weather radios. All right. Okay, headed to the radio station, Sam 100.7 this morning for the morning show from 6 until 10. I hope you'll join me for that. In the meantime, God bless you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the radio.